What feedback, I don't want to talk about Michael going to space, I mean, in some ways he's already there, but from you, his pal, what feedback have you had from your appearance last week? Do you still, as you sit there today, believe Michael Jackson innocent? Do you believe that he was screwed by Martin Bashir and the UK broadcaster on that interview you arranged?
Oh, absolutely, Geraldo. We were both betrayed by Martin Bashir, because not only did I hear Martin Bashir promising me a very positive documentary verbally, but I've asked for a contract, an agreement, which he signed on the letterhead of the TV station. And that, to me, and in any legal terms, is a binding agreement. And of course, we all know what happened towards the end of that documentary.
And well, what do you know, Uri, let me ask you, I have to ask you, you know Michael Jackson. He did the interview because he trusted you.
Yes.
And you were with him during the Debbie Rowe era. Is there any chance, as far as you know, that these children are not his?
Look, Geraldo, it was never my business to question him about his children. All I can tell you is this. When I've seen Michael Jackson with his kids, he was a fantastic dad. As a matter of fact, the two children, I'm talking now about Prince and Paris, they're beautiful kids, very intelligent, highly intelligent. As a matter of fact, I remember we once went to a movie to see The Matrix, because in The Matrix there is a scene that was inspired by me where Keanu Reeves learns how to bend a spoon from children. And suddenly Prince comes up to me, and we were alone in this huge theater in New York, and he says to me, "Uri Gellar, when you bend a spoon, does it get hot from the inside or from the outside?" And I was just stunned because, you know, for 35 years, even an adult never asked me such a deep and complex question.
And the moral of that story, Uri, is what exactly?
He loves his kids to bits, and I do believe that the children are his. And, you know, I live here and I read the news of the world, I read The Sun. Yes, they sometimes come out with all kinds of incredible revelations. And I also do not believe that Debbie is after the kids to get custody. I think she was definitely concerned about the Nation of Islam because she is Jewish, and Prince is Jewish, and Paris is Jewish. And, you know, in the past, there were some remarks that were anti-Semitic by the Nation of Islam.
Okay. Uri, you stand there. I think that we have Michael Levine, the former Jackson publicist, ready now. We've been getting a technical issue there. Michael, are you there?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, he's being wired even as we speak. Let's see the process. You have someone, like, working on his hair or something? Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is. Can you hear me, Michael?
Hi.
How you doing? Even as the tech puts your mic on the... all right. Michael, you don't have time to waste, so I'm going to go anyway. Now, you represented Michael Jackson during the 1993 travail. Do you believe your former client a molester?
I don't know any more about that than you do, but I do believe him to be guilty of almost unmeasurably self-destructive behavior and irresponsible statements that create such a context of possibility. It's so outrageously ridiculous that he would say such things like, after being accused that sleeping in a bed with boys is a good idea or is okay. It's so irresponsible. It just brings up the subject of the attraction to self-destruction that seemingly megastars have, whether it be Elvis or Belushi or Michael Jackson.
You've represented your fair share of megastars, Barbra Streisand,
Yes,
Charlton
sir.
Heston, Demi Moore, among many, many others. In terms of
Yes,
Jackson today, do you feel totally alienated from him? Do you wonder, as you look back on your career, why you ever worked with him?
No, I don't, because frankly, in 1993, I think that he was given a very raw deal initially by the media. Well, you know, what happens, we live in this culture, Geraldo, in which a rumor unanswered in 24 hours becomes truth. This is a very unfortunate aspect of modern society.
I think that's very accurate what you just said.
Right. However, what happens to celebrities when they get cornered is they often become like deer in headlights. They just become paralyzed, and they create a context in which they look guilty whether they are or they aren't. And so anyway, I came aboard and hopefully helped. The best defense is an offense, and the only defense, the only offense is a relentless one. So we were relentless in at least trying to even the playing field in '93. Which
did you use race back then? Remind us, Michael. Did you use race?
No. No, sir.
How do you
No,
feel about
no
it being
race.
used now by the Nation of Islam?
I think it's outrageous, and again, a part of a pattern of self-destruction. The idea that of aligning yourself with the Nation of Islam will be a net benefit is nuttier than a squirrel's breakfast. I mean, it's crazy. What kind of thinking is this?
Nuttier than a squirrel's breakfast, said with only the eloquence of a PR ace. I want to thank you very much, Michael.
Thanks, Geraldo.
Coming up, folks, the race card and Kobe will